you doing? Hang on, Scarlett, one second. Would you like to say hello? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Scarlett, ladies and gentlemen, back of her head anyway. Hope all of you have been having a good summer. I know my channel's been a little bare. I've still got my job that I'm doing, and Scarlett, just sit. Thank you. Still doing the puppeting, still doing the podcast, even though it's been a while for an episode of that to come out. That's the next episode's coming out like really soon. And I have been dealing with a family thing. Unfortunately, my dad was diagnosed with esophageal cancer just before Christmas. It's been a little hard to deal with over the past few months. He's got like stage 4, unfortunately. However, it could be worse than it is. I won't go into a lot of details because, you know, privacy and all that. That's what's mostly been on my mind over the past few months, just kind of like dealing with that. So about a week ago, I posted a community post saying I need you, because I was kind of like, you know, when you've been gone for a while, you kind of lose your momentum and you don't really know how to like jump back into it, you know? So I was asking you guys to kind of give me some, kind of give me a springboard to work with, asking kind of what you wanted to see going forward on my channel. And to my somewhat surprise, but it shouldn't have been really a surprise, you guys just left a bunch of really fantastic comments, but the gist of them was just keep doing what you were doing. I guess you liked what I was doing before, otherwise you wouldn't be here. So I appreciate you guys being understanding, saying things like take all the time you need. David said to try the features on the Dam Buster raid. I haven't done like an actual video here on YouTube about like a documentary version of the Dam Busters. However, we did do it. We watched the Dam Busters for movie night over on Patreon recently. I had a lot of fun watching it, but if you want to go check that out over on Patreon, I got links in the description and stuff and pinned comment. But I do need to do like an actual like real documentary on it. Dib says, welcome back, wonder what happened to you. Well, I just explained, Dib. I need to see more Kamba and Wise. Is that how you say that? Amidst my searching mind. I like that phrase. I haven't thought about my mind as a searching mind, but it's accurate. It's very accurate. 1 more minute says, he remembers recommending 2 videos on the Byzantine history under my Borodino video. Would be very interested in hearing my reactions and thoughts on them. Byzantine history. That's the late Roman Empire, correct? Like the later half of it or something? The eastern half? The 1914 Christmas truce. How have I not done that yet? Gary Anderson. Andy Watkins wants me to do Gary Anderson? What is that? Thunderbirds.
September 30th, 19...
Okay, I know what this is now. I will have to take a look at that. Somebody actually sent me a book about the Thunderbirds. Most of you don't know, I am a puppeteer. I haven't done marionettes like the Thunderbirds are, I think, the old one. That would be interesting. I know it's an old English TV classic. Christopher says, I need to react to Epic History's new videos on Napoleon's early campaigns. I hope that that is like a lot of his Egypt stuff, because I have completely missed out on that part. Kent says that he's an aviation lover and he enjoys my content focused on that topic. We've got plenty of that coming. I'm enjoying the plane stuff. Another shameless plug for Patreon. Don't you guys love it when we try to sell you guys on Patreon and stuff? I'm not trying to hound you about it. I'm just letting you know that it's over there if you want to go, like if you're interested. Take it or leave it. But we're watching the documentary series Reaching for the Skies right now. So the 80s documentary, so it's slightly out of date, but it's still kind of cool. Like I'm learning stuff. Moth Magic. It's an interesting name. Welcome back. We miss you. Hope things are looking better for you now. Look after yourself. Take all the time you need. Viewers are still waiting. I suppose I can recommend that you react to movies, especially historical ones. So another shameless plug for Patreon. We've been watching some of them over there, so might we go check it out. Link in the description in the pinned comment. I know a lot of you on YouTube are like, well, why have you been doing stuff on Patreon and you haven't been doing it here on YouTube? I've really only had time to do one or the other, and we have a tighter knit community over on Patreon, so I do my videos now. I do them live over there, so I stream like 3 or 4 times a week, and we have the chat going during the stream, you know, and it's a lot of fun. It's a nice like little family type atmosphere. We all get to know each other really well, and so yeah, I do live reactions to movies and series and stuff over there. Most of it is either like UK based, like UK shows, or historical stuff. But we do movie nights. We've got a whole list of movies we're going to be doing. Just watched The Great Dictator this past Sunday, Charlie Chaplin. Spent a lot of time on history in Europe, and I think you have a lot to learn about British geography, language, general culture, and the reasons for the difference between us and how we live. That is very true, Leslie. That stuff's right up my alley. So aviation and history content about German fencing fraternities? What? What in the world is a fencing fraternity?
I was feeling left out, so he wanted to include me. We talked a little bit about the Iraq War and my stance on supporting the troops even if I didn't like the war. Again, I was 23, so I'm pretty sure I was loud and obnoxious in making my point. In any case, it's really nice of Jumbo to include me in the conversation. Before long, the whole table starts discussing the topic in English rather than just calling out in German. Later, the group leaders place their swords hilt first towards the center of the table, signaling the end of the party. The next morning, I have the first and most intense hangover of my entire life. The moral of the story? You can't outdrink a German.
Brewed by our original process from the choicest hops.
What are hops?
Heck?
Aren't you gonna open it?
The little lush.
What is this video?
Miss on Google Images, it will turn up a lot of Nazi officers who can be identified as former fraternity members by the large puckering scars on their cheeks. The reason behind the ban was that student organizations often focus on individual responsibility and honing a personal viewpoint through debate, which runs counter to extreme, unquestioning nationalism. The main event happens around a table shaped like a skinny capital T. Marcus shows me to a chair while the senior members take their place at the wide end of the table. The junior members
Adventures in Deutschland? I still don't know what's going on. I should probably watch this from the beginning. I won't do it now. Interesting video. M98DE. As I am interested in great military leaders, I should do the greatest of them all, the Genghis Khan, and the great cavalry general of them all, his general Subotai. Is that how you say that? As they forge the biggest land empire in history by user KY3MX6F98E. John Beth says, welcome back. Thank you, John. Lovely to hear from you again, says Tom. I have missed your channel. Hope you are okay. Pedro, Mr. Pedro from Uruguay. Welcome back to the YouTube neighborhood. The Falklands War. I've had a lot of people tell me to do the Falklands War. I haven't done the Falklands War yet. Here's the thing. I've had a lot of people ask me to do Falkland, like the oversimplified version of Falklands. I only know a little bit. I don't know if oversimplified's the best place to start. You know, it's really fast. It goes through stuff really fast, and yeah, it's funny. It's fun to watch. However, I think it would be funnier if I had some background already in it, because sometimes they just like the jokes just kind of go over my head because I don't know what they're referencing, you know? To start out with the Falklands, it would be fun to do an actual real documentary on it. Hello, Eduardo. History, culture from different countries, and music. Ciao. So pretty much what I was doing before. Steve, or Steven. Glad to hear you're well. Hopefully you've sorted private life and all is well. As for recommendations, you can react to some of the same stuff that you have already. So yes, I'm seeing the theme. Don't know if you're up for it, but in real life streams would be interesting, giving us a chance to see your life day to day, but obviously not streaming it every day. Yeah, I should just walk around with like an iPhone streaming everything that I do for the day. Well, not everything, but you know. Tours of landmarks and in and around your locale would be good too. There might be some cool spots around here. I have seen some reaction videos to the Pyramid Bass Pro Shop. Which I think I've shown you guys before, just kind of like made fun of it, but it's weird as a native Memphian to see the pyramid with a huge Bass Pro sign on the side of it. Like it's weird, you know? The store is like famous now, especially among people that are Bass Pro fans. It's huge, and there are videos that people have done on it. I could do something like that, but you know, I don't want to just like go walk around in the store and look around and like act like I'm amazed, because I mean I've been there already a couple times, so I think it'd be fun to like interview people behind the scenes and kind of get some behind the scenes of how it works and all that. So that could be fun. Trying British recipes for the first time. Maybe we could do like a cooking with SoGal series. I don't like cooking. I'm just gonna be perfectly honest. I can pull it off to an extent. However, if it's anything more than just like a very simple recipe, I tend to like screw stuff up. It could be a very interesting series in more than one way. Maybe I could do a thing where you guys suggest dishes for me to do, so I'm not just like picking something, because I don't know what would be fun to try and what wouldn't, you know? So maybe we could try that. Looking forward to seeing you, Scarlett and Roger, soon. Well, we have Roger here. He's getting ready to film another video with me. That's why he has on his sailor hat. I am glad you're back, Israel says. I hope these ideas help. You should react to UFOs in the UK. Okay. Or UFOs in the USA. Let me guess, you're a UFO fan. You're into UFOs and alien stuff, huh? Richard says he loves me reacting to history. Hope things are going well. Thank you, Richard. 3 months ago, you showed the first episode of Dan Snow's Empire of the Seas. I did. You need to start with the next episode. Well, George, we will be doing that. Odd how so many seem honored to watch something from an American. I don't know whether that's an insult or not, George. I'm gonna give you the benefit of a doubt. Not really sure what you're trying to say there, but I'll just say that I am honored that people want to watch my stuff. It's kind of astounding, actually. Caro Cat 111 says, react to things you find interesting. Appreciate that. Dial right. Glad you're back. Been suffering withdrawal symptoms. Wow. Your napoleonics, among others, have been of the best. Ooh, I like that word, napoleonics. It's like a whole academic discipline on just Napoleon. Is that a real word, napoleonics? Napoleonics. It's a board game. Commands and colors, napoleonics? What in the world is this? Alright, that's not what I'm looking for though. Miniatures, Bavarian infantry. So it's like a desktop thing that you can just like put. Which one would appeal to me though? There's too many to choose from. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff on here. I don't know. I didn't know that stuff existed. Alright, I thought it would be like a study of Napoleon, but it's a game apparently. Could be a study of Napoleon. I could use it as a study of Napoleon for my channel, Napoleonics. I don't know why I like that word so much, but I think it's a good word. I should react to the British House of Lords, says user QQ2 UX1MP4L. You guys not take like 5 seconds to type in a name? Let's go says, we would like to see you react to more Australian culture content like magpie swooping, Aussie slang, and maybe a loungewear haul. What the heck? Is that even appropriate? What the heck is loungewear? I'm gonna regret looking this up. Australian loungewear. That's what I kind of thought it was. You want me to buy this and show you what I bought? Okay, well, some of this stuff is definitely not appropriate for YouTube. I'll pass on the loungewear. However, I can do magpie swooping, maybe. I don't know. That kind of doesn't sound very nice. What is magpie? Is magpie like a fish? Oh no, it's a bird. You mean there's like dive bombing people? You want me to watch magpies dive bomb people? I've been dive bombed by birds before, not magpies, but okay. I like Australia. We can figure out some Australian stuff for you. Let's go. Do it engages me, says Jeff. You could do some comedy. The Two Ronnies. I feel like I've done them before. I did a Two Ronnies video a long time ago. It's on my channel somewhere. Just do a little search for it. So Ellen, who always comments on my videos, I appreciate it. I always look forward to seeing your comments, Alan. Alan just encourages me to be my true self, do stuff that I wanted to do, which I will do. Brit Blue, Horrible Histories, UK TV show for kids that's entertaining and amusing enough to appeal to adults. So I have a Patreon. I don't even think I need to like say it at this point. I've got 4 seasons of Horrible Histories on Patreon. We're gonna do the 5th one, I think, and call it a day on Horrible Histories. Michael is also asking me to finish Empire of the Seas. It is coming, Michael. Ashley says anything UK related. She loves those reactions from across the pond. All right, June says, I'm so pleased to see you're back. I was hoping you'd come back soon and you did. Aw, good wishes from June in West Sussex. Moth Magic, I have to add my agreement with that. Glad you're back. Look forward to what you throw our way. That's cool. George, you replied to Michael and said that I was bored, stiff, and annoyed with Empire of the Seas. I actually wasn't, George. I was probably just tired or something, but I have actually watched the entire series of Empire of the Seas. I watched all 4 episodes. I did do them as a live stream though. My reactions are different on live streams, which is one reason I don't want to do YouTube videos on live streams, because it's a different thing, you know. I actually thoroughly enjoyed Empire of the Seas. It was an amazing documentary on the history of the Royal Navy that I learned a ton on, you know, so appreciate you, George. You couldn't be more wrong though. Lee says, I hope you're doing okay. That's awesome, Lee. Thank you. I hope you are too. Epic History TVs. You can strike out the TV. Apparently, in my absence, they dropped the TV. So now they're just Epic History, which makes way more sense. I was always wondering why they call themselves TV when they're on YouTube. History of Venice video. I need to watch a lot of his Epic Histories videos. Most of them I have not watched. Ed says, I've been waiting 1.5 years for your video on the coronation. Glad you're back. You've been missed. Thank you, Ed. Yeah, I didn't watch the Charles coronation. I need to do King Charles. Sorry, don't make me disrespectful. Fire Eagle. Ooh, I like your little avatar too. That's pretty cool. Are you American by any chance? You should definitely start with Epic Histories and new Napoleon videos. I have had the people tell me about those, covering his early life and his first camp. Oh yeah, we had the comment up there. In addition to that though, I've had other people tell me about it. Covering his life and first campaigns, specifically their 5-part series on Napoleon in Italy. Oh yeah, he was Italy stuff too. Italy and maybe Egypt. Corey says you could react to Epic History TV's Napoleon Italian campaign, Egyptian campaign, and the coup of 18 Brumaire. What is 18? I don't understand what this is. Coup of 18 Brumaire brought Napoleon Bonaparte to power as first consul of France. 18th Brumaire. I know I'm not saying that right. What is a Brumaire though? Is it like a reign? 18th of Louis Napoleon. What? Who's Louis Napoleon? That's not Napoleon, is it? Is this? No, okay, no. This is like his brother or something, right? Forgot he gave like all of his family their own kingdoms and stuff. Nobody's telling me what a Brumaire is though. What is that, a Brumaire? The 2nd month in the French Republican calendar. Oh, somebody told me about this at some point in one of the videos. The month was named after the French broom bog. I know I'm butchering this, which occurs frequently in France at that time of the year. So it's like February, but it's a different calendar. So I know it's not actually February, but it's like February. It's a simile. The Brumaire. What in the world? I don't understand this chart. Is this telling me when Brumaire was? Like when it started, maybe? In that year of the decade 4, 5, and 6 of... Jeez. I'm so confused right now. The coup of 18... So Napoleon did a coup in France, which is that what made him emperor? In the view of most historians, it ended the French Revolution and would soon lead to the coronation. Okay, yeah. This occurred on 9th of November, 1789. Or no, 1789. I've got Start the Revolution without me in my head. I always went 1789. This occurred on the 9th of November 1799, which was 18 Brumaire. Year 8 under the Republican calendars? What is this? I mean, I can't read this. There's a French Republican calendar. It's also commonly called the French Revolutionary calendar. It was used by the French government for about 12 years. Holy hell. That had to be confusing for French people for for the French, and for 18 days by the Paris Commune in 18 days. Why? In 1871, why did they just randomly go to this calendar? Calendar consisted of 12 30-day months, similar to what we have now, each divided into 3 10-day cycles, similar to weeks, all right, plus 5 or 6 intercalary days at the end to fill out the balance of a solar year. At the end of what? Kind of like our leap day. It was designed to remove all religious and royalist influences from the calendar and was a larger attempt at decimalization in France. What? It's also included decimal time of day, decimalization of currency, and metrication. What? These are all brand new words for me. I don't know what this means. You guys are gonna have to help me in the comments. What's decimal time? It's the time of day using units which are decimally related. Okay. Often used specifically to refer to the French Republican calendars. Okay, well, this is not explaining. Divided the day into... Okay, well, it just cuts off. Is this decimal time? So there's 10 numbers, or the hours longer. That's like the metric system, kind of. The whole day is divided into 10 decimal hours. Each decimal hour into 100 decimal minutes, and each decimal minute into 100 decimal seconds. I mean, it's all arbitrary, right? Like somebody just came up like, this is what an hour is, and this is what a second is, and this is what a minute is, and then they just said, here you go, this is how we're gonna track time. You know, I have to admit, as an American, I get it. Like the whole like metric system definitely is easier to deal with. Probably would be easier to deal with time as well. I didn't even know this existed. See, I learned something new just from somebody's comment saying 18 Brumaire, which, let me figure out how to actually say that.
Brumaire.
Did I get it right?
Brumaire.
Brumaire. I was saying it the American way.
Brumaire.
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 Brumaire. I can't roll R's. Alright, 18 Brumaire. I still can't really explain what that is, but it has something to do with calendars, and there you go. Billy says, hi there, I'm glad to see that you're back. It would be interesting if you would react to footage documentaries about the natural world in celebration of the all wonderful creatures and organisms we share the earth with. That might fit in good with like some of the UK national parks and stuff like that. I have done a video on the Lake District, and then it got taken down, so copyright issues. Fog full of silhouettes. Also very creative name. Perhaps check out the YouTube channel Potential History. He does a lot of World War II related stuff. I and many others on this channel like World War II history. It'd be cool to see what you think of it. Missing you lots. Wishing you, Scarlett, Roger, and your family well too. Thank you. Fog full of silhouettes. I appreciate that. I was gonna tack this on as a very brief intro to the other Empire of the Seas video, which is why this is up right now. However, that's not gonna happen. I decided to just like go through your comments because I appreciate them, and I'm gonna start doing comment time again on my videos because I know you guys, most of you guys enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, I'm sorry, you can just fast forward through it. But I want to involve you guys more in the channel. You know, it's something we've done on Patreon, gotten to know each other more. I'd like to do that on YouTube. It's a much bigger audience. There's more of you on YouTube. I think it would be fun. And we'll still do all the stuff we did before, reactions and all that stuff. Appreciate you commenting and the encouragement, all the nice words and the ideas. And we will take them and run with them. So I appreciate that. Lots of stuff coming up. I look forward to interacting with all of you guys in the future, and we're back. You want to go check out my videos on Patreon? I'm joking. I know you don't want to hear about that anymore. Good to see you guys again, and I'll see you soon. Say bye, Roger. You gonna say goodbye, Scarlett? Scarlett. Dear Scarlett. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. He's a Miss Scarlett. She's doing good. Yes. Okay. I think I gotta take her out now.